interesting. Very interesting. Hey, yo, JFix! How are you? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to you. How you doing? Yeah, so here's what it looks like from what I've gathered so far. So you sent it DPD. DPD shipped it. Mark III is who DPD uses to import stuff into the US. Mark III says DPD says you had that customs wasn't paid. So they sent an email to me to pay the customs. Although I don't know how either one of them got my email because you didn't give them my email. But both DPD and Mark III sent me emails back to back to my company email. Oh, you had to supply the email? Okay. Then that makes a little bit more sense. So yeah, apparently DPD sent it to Mark III. Mark III couried it from the UK over here to the US. Although it's interesting, I'm kind of curious how they go about it from there. Because, like when I bought stuff from Coder and Lee, Uber, they shipped it Royal Mail and I didn't have to pay any customs or anything like that. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I paid Lee customs. But he had to pay it up front. I'm not really worried about it, man. I mean, you would think so. But to be fair, like, if you win, like, a car over here, it is considered a gift, and that becomes... Wow, Royal Mail being douchebags then. Yeah, the whole thing is goofy, but I really do appreciate you, man. Just don't forget to send me, like, your PayPal or something. Because I did say I'd pay for the shipping. I just need people to come pick up their repairs. Right. And check it out. I found Hello Pandas. Gah. Are you sure, man? I did say I'd cover it because I feel bad about you having to do that, man. Hello, Panda. Chocolate. Pandas are yummy. I'm just irritated that I paid $5.50 for this bag. Why can't I open it? Because it's a foreign bag. Okay, you know what? The zip seal's bag is starting to annoy me. Fucking pandas. Just wanted a chocolate tweet. So what's it do? Make it impossible to fucking open. No. Now it opens. Yeah, I did see the strawberry ones. I was tempted to get them, but like I said, these are $5.50 a bag. And I didn't really have $11 for 2 bags of pandas when I could get them for much less. I heard there's even a raspberry flavor one. But I can't find it anywhere. Num num num. In a little box. Oh, the box would have been so much better. Because now I gotta find a bag for that bag. Alright. There's 3 ball stuff there. Alright, let's quick get this N64 game looked at. Maybe not, because all of a sudden... Oh wait, there's the tool. Just gotta make sure this one does not have a battery installed for it. Because even though I keep making a list of what cartridges have batteries, I never wind up using my own list. Nope, no battery. Upside down, I put that in. There we go. International Superstar 64. Woohoo! The customer will be happy to finally get that. Hello, Makina. And how in the hell are you, good sir? Huh. Well, this bottle seems to be a little empty of my alcohol, so we're just gonna... Wow, it really is, like, bone dry in there. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to refill this. I am alive. That's about all I can really say. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we have alcohol here. We're gonna take this and we're gonna do nothing. Yoink. Okay, so we have the Series X here for $58.35. Alright, the customer reports that he cannot give video out, and looking at this HDMI port, I'm going to have to say it's his HDMI port, because I do see a split in the port, and this port, if you wiggle it, she does move. Yeah, these USBs don't move, yet this one, she move. I like to move it. I wonder why people don't take me seriously, damn it. Huh, this has already been opened up. I suspect someone has been in here. And now we use the X clamp tool to just boop. She's a little dusty. She's little. I have Hello Pandas, the chocolate ones. The guy who bought the Mortal Kombat from my eBay shop last night called me today to ask me if there was any more PS1 games I had that were all factory sealed long boxes. And I told him the truth that I had some used ones, but I don't recall having any other brand new ones, minus the Mortal Kombats. And after talking to him, he asked if it was okay if I wound up making a comment to him that, you know, he paid $200 in tax to eBay, and I don't know why. I told him, I don't charge you tax. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, if you would have bought it from our website, you would have saved like $200. And he's like, would you hate me or mind if, like, I bought it from your website and then canceled the eBay one? I'm like, no, not at all, man. Like, that's perfectly fine with me. He's like, well, would it make it easier on you? And it's like, well, it's about the same to me either which way. You know, that's $200 out of your pocket that eBay collected that I didn't collect. That, honestly, if you were to get that $200 back, I would hope you would come back to my website directly and spend that $200. Because now you have $200 saved. And he's like, you know what? I tell you what. If you don't mind putting it on your website, I'll buy it straight from you. I'm like, well, give me just a few moments because it got taken down from my website because it's sold on eBay. So I put it on the website for him, and he bought it immediately. Then he turned around, canceled the one from eBay. So instead of paying eBay their paying the fee to eBay and all this extra stuff, and getting paid $1,800, I wound up getting $2,100. Because all I had to do was pay PayPal's regular processing fee for them, you know, being the processor, because he wanted to pay with PayPal. And everything else was a normal transaction. So I am a bit happy with that because, you know, instead of getting charged like 10% and him getting $200 pulled from him extra, I got charged like 3% and he got to save $200. So in reality, both ends wound up getting an additional $200 back to us by buying it straight from our site instead of through eBay. And because he requested the cancellation, eBay doesn't have a mark against my account or his. That just goes to show it is actually better to buy straight from the website than it is through the eBay store. Because while it may not seem cheaper, it is cheaper in the long run for all parties involved. But unfortunately, I did wind up getting extremely busy today, so I didn't get to ship it out. So I'm going to have to ship it out first thing tomorrow. Which is kind of unironically ironic because I also got a tax from the municipality today saying that we owe them like $2,100. So quite literally, the sale I made for the one game is now paying the business property tax. I got it and then it immediately went away. To anyone who said running a business is easy and, you know, people just don't know what they're talking about, I'd like to smack them and tell him that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because if business was really easy to run, everyone and their sister would have a successful multi-million-dollar company. This is a Gen 1. Is the RF shield still intact since this has been previously worked on? The answer is yes, there's still an RF shield. Oh yeah, that HDMI port's not even fully attached. Okay, so we take the X-clamp tool and we're just gonna pop that corner and shimmy. You know, ever since I got this actual X-clamp tool, doing a whole bunch of stuff, not including actually using it on X-clamps, has been so much easier. Alright, so since this has been fully taken apart before, did they replace the thermal paste? Can't use the HDMI. It does look like thermal paste was replaced on this at least once, because that is not factory. Cool. Yeah, this is repair number 5835. I did once again forget to change the number. I have something at the end of tonight's stream that is going to be fun to end my stream with. We're going to see if it works tonight, because it wasn't working previously. But I tweaked the settings, so it should work now. So, JFix, Makina, what are you two up to today? Oh, wait. Oh, that's just the ones from this record. I've done way more repairs than 5,835. That's literally just the ones from that I've used with this software. Honestly, I'd probably be able to get more repairs if I advertised the repair itself. I don't really advertise the repairs as much because I've been trying to focus on getting stuff to the store. But starting to debate if I shouldn't do the repair advertisement better. Oh, fuck me. Alright, so my last Series X looks like I've already pre-tinned this one. This is a perfectly fine port, so heavy beauty. Nothing? Jeez, Makina. What am I gonna do with you? If you look at it, considering I've been repairing for about 20 years right now, and I've offered it as a repair service to people for about 15. I don't know if 5,835 repairs is actually like a lot when you take the years into account. I always kind of debate about that. Okay, I did not float the ESD yet, so let's quick flood this. Ah, that's why this is trace damage. I knew it was too good to be true, so this wasn't anchored properly and had bad traces. Yep, 2 damaged traces. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. Let's see the progress of where the stuff from Lee is. Nothing's changed. Hello, Ace. And how are you today, good sir? Okay, so those aren't actually bad trace positions. So that's fine. Okay. Uno más. Did you guys know that taco cat spelled backwards is taco cat? And I did not float U-21. Yay! Fuck yeah, life is nice again. Okay, now we need to check all these except for pins 1 and 3, which are the ripped pads. Okay. There's 3, and there's pin 1. Okay. Now for pins 1 and 3, we just need to run some trace wire. So we're going to take my rather large trace wire, because apparently I use large trace wire. I didn't think it was that large until you guys kept making comments about how big my trace wire is. Okay, let's do trace number 3. Damn it, I can't do it. I need to be closer in. Huh. Is it now, JFix? I would never have known. It's only about the size of an actual trace. See, it's not that big. You guys just like working with big wire. Or with teeny tiny wire, I should say. I work with big wire. Ah, damn it. Why I got too warm. Okay, so instead of going that route, we're going to just do a normal trace repair. Okay, so let's reattach this to pin 3. Okay, this started out really well. What has changed? Now to find my thing. Change out my bit. I've lost the Allen wrench. Alright. And I just want to go a little bit further up. I don't want to go that far up. So we're going to go there, and we're going to take this guy here. I'll just stop right there. Let's throw some of this thin trace that Ryan sent me. Nope, that wire is touching ground. Still touching. Yeah, well, I messed that up. Okay. Thank you, Electronica. I always find it funny that right after I do something is when I read when a comment says to do something. I never see it before I do something, it's always afterwards. You guys ever notice that? I should do his part. Okay, that's all good to go. Hey ho, hey ho. I still really appreciate when you guys tell me to do stuff though. Because when I see the comment after I do it, it's like, ah, okay, so I did have the right idea doing this way. Andy. No. Hello, Rick. Thank you, my good viewer. I appreciate the compliment. Hello, Hot Wheel Hunter. You know, Homework Hunter seemed funnier. Because this one had 2 ripped traces, so I had to rebuild the wires on 2 of them. Or use trace wire to rebuild 2 of them. Can't even call it trace wire, it's technically magnet wire. Okie dokie. Do I want to UV mask it? Do I know where I put my UV mask? I have 2 lenses blocking the UV mask. Why? Just because I want to cover where they attach onto the trace. But of course, realizing that I have not yet realizing that I have lost my UV lamp. Okay, it looks like I have to use the UV1. What seemed intense. I'm always a little bit tense when I have to run trace wire. Also, I am on very minimal amounts of sleep, so... Yeah. Yeah. Just a hair. Honestly, I might call that a night after this one repair. I want to stay up more and do more repairs, but at the same token, I don't have the energy to do that. Well, that is not really curing. Let's see if I can find my lamp. Okay, what did I miss? Get me some rest? That's not gonna work. Hi, Ryan. How are you? Hello, Pico. See, one of these times I'm gonna have Pico and Pico here at the same time, and they're gonna both come in at the same time, and I'm gonna say hello, Pico Pico, or Pico Pico. Pico 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 Pico. And then unanimously they're gonna both respond back. Hello, asshole. Okay, so the wand didn't work, so we're gonna have to try the lamp. Everyone, don't worry. I am only going to sterilize us. Keep in mind, if any of you are interested, you could buy this energy drink. It is available. They are only $3 a can. It is a all-natural grapefruity drink. Nice. Let's see, did that cure this time? Yep, that's cured. Okay. Let's continue on with the sciences. I gotta ask this guy who did this for him last time. Who was the last one to service his machine? J-Fix, you and me both. I want to see that machine working. I already told him if he comes across another one, I want it. I gotta find a place to put it, and I gotta figure out how to, I gotta raise money to be able to buy it when the next one pops up, but still, that is neither here nor there. I want it. Alright. Percentile of MX4. Oh, and yes, I am the evil person that puts the RF shield back on. Wahaha. Alright, so I think this should work. I have to order some super loops soon. I have a bunch of N64s I have to build. Okay, does this work or does this flop? Jeez. Woo! Okay, wiggle test. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. She's sturdy. This HDMI ain't going nowhere. Okay, let's finish putting it back together. Thank you, Makina. Drop the screw. Fuck. Yeah, it works now. Broken HDMI port and ripped trace for lines 1 and 3. I could have swore I dropped a screw, but I guess I didn't drop a screw. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, now this. Oh wait, can't get to put that back on. Okay, now that Series X is good to go. Whew. Here soon, I'm going to see if I could get a Samsung SSD to work with an Xbox One S. I haven't tried using anything except for Western Digital's with the hard drive replacements, but since I've come to the conclusion that Western Digital is the best one to use for them. However, due to the cost of Western Digital's, I can't get any, and I have a couple of Samsungs that I need to find out how to use up, so I'm gonna see if they will work. I'm not even going to code tonight, even though I really should. I don't think I'll be able to be productive in coding. Alright, thank you everyone for attending this stream. I really appreciate all of you popping in. I am going to go to bed because, well, I have streamed over an hour, even though I only did the one repair, but I'm also tired. Oh yeah, we have one thing to try out. So, really quick, thank you all for stopping in. Really appreciate you all. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, depending where you're at. That will apply to any of you. And I will see you all in the next one. So, peace.